Hey guys, I hope you all are doing really good today and also being a very blessed day. Today, we'll be talking about Jonah, and we'll be learning four things about Jonah in his four parts of the story. Now, we'll be reading the runaway prophet and when he was swallowed by the fish, the prayer from the deep, God's compassion and grace. All right. So the first one is runaway prophet, which is Jonah 1:3. Now, to give you some context behind this Bible verse, God asked Jonah, well, he didn't really ask, he told him, go to Nineveh and preach to them. But since in Nineveh there was like a lot of sin, a lot of corruption, he was like, why would I preach to them if they do a lot of sin, they do a lot of bad stuff? Let's just let them suffer by the sin that they have made themselves. So he started going against what God said, and he went to Tarshish, down to Joppa, and then found a ship. Now, the Bible verse says, but Jonah ran away from the Lord, headed for Tarshish. He went down to Joppa, where he found a ship bound for that port. After paying the fare, he went aboard and sailed for Tarshish to flee from God. Now, to flee from God, that's a crazy word to say because you can't really flee from God because He is everywhere at the same time. He is with you, He is with your neighbor, He is with your friends right now. He is everywhere. So just having consciousness that whatever you're doing, God is with you. Next lesson is swallowed by the fish, which is Jonah 1:17. Now the Lord provided a huge fish to swallow Jonah, and Jonah was in the belly of the fish for 3 days and 3 nights. Now, I found quite interesting that God said the fish. He didn't say whale. He didn't say shark. He just said a big fish. I really don't know any big fishes that can have a human and like eat it or maintain it for 3 days. But the thing is, he tried escaping from his responsibility. And now, that's the consequence of escaping from your responsibility, which it isn't getting eaten by a fish for all of us. But it's basically God giving Jonah time to think during 3 days and 3 nights about what he did and what he should do now. Now, the next one will be prayer from the deep inside the fish, which is Jonah 2:1-2. From the inside the fish, Jonah prayed to the Lord, his God. He said, in my distress I called to the Lord, and he answered me. From the deep, in the realm of the dead, I called for help, and you listened to my cry. Now, as we can see in this Bible verse, that Jonah was in the deepest, the most down that he has ever had in his life, which was inside a fish, down below the ocean. And this Bible verse tells us, because I think most of us know that Jonah ends up getting out of the fish and back into the land, that no matter where you are, you can pray. You can pray, you can ask God, you can talk, you can keep talking to God, because he won't leave you wherever you are. He won't leave you during whatever season you have, during hardships. He won't say like, oh, that got complicated, I'm out. No, he will stay with you. He is the only one that has stayed with you at every time, at every moment. There's no one as loyal as God. He loves you. You are his child. He will stay with you. You are his creation. God does not leave his creation. Compassion and grace. He prayed to the Lord. Isn't this what I said, Lord, when I was still at home? That is what I tried to forestall by fleeing to Tarshish. I knew that you are a gracious and compassionate God, slow to anger and abounding in love, a God who relents from sending calamity. Now, in this Bible verse, it's kind of the 3 or 6, I think it's 6 stages of grief, which now he just accepts that, you know what, you were right. I should have done this at first. I should have just went to Nineveh instead of going through all of that. Since Jonah realizes now that the city does have sin. The city does, there's a lot of corruption and a lot of bad stuff in that city. But that doesn't change it from it being changed by God and it being saved by God. Because God is not a God that will just leave you. Just like I said a few minutes ago. He will stay with you. He loves you. He loves you so much, he gave his only son to die for you and to pay for all of your sins. He is slow to anger and abounding in love, a God who relents from sending calamity. Now, at the end, Nineveh did get saved, and all of the people from Nineveh repented from what they did and all the bad stuff that they did, and Nineveh was changed. If Jonah would have understood that at first, none of that would have happened. But it's a great story for us to understand that we can't really escape from our responsibilities, and something that we have to do, we just have to do it if God calls us on to do it. Alright guys, God bless y'all. Bye.